which should operate flawless 24/7. It should have the complete redundancy. Should not be a failure at all. There should be an operation sustainability. And more, it should comply the highest tier guidelines as well. We had a lot of discussions in the beginning with the Werks team sitting here, technical, of course with the Nikhil and their entire Werks team. And it's very important for us to understand the client environment also. It's not just making the data center, because it's very important since Werks is into the business where they are hosting various clients. It's very important to understand the client environment, as how actually they are coming with the hosting of racks or servers. It's very important to understand that. With this we come out with a design. The first what we thought is let's have a data center design should have following 4 points. One, should have the scalable and modular data center. Today we have seen many data centers when actually being built with some rack density, saying, okay, I have this rack density, it has to be built and it has to run for 10 years. But some thought has to be given what kind of a rack density is required. Maybe today I have a load of, let's say, some few watts, few kilowatts. Will it going to help me over a period of 5 years or maybe 10 years can run and can sustain the client requirement? But ultimately the Werks is into the hosting the multiple servers. We need to understand how the customer pattern is, how the customer he's coming with the new servers. Maybe sometime later he may come with the blade environment as well. So the data center was designed with the first concepts. It should be a scalable and modular in nature, and it has to be a operation sustainability. Operation sustainability is very important in designing a data center. A reason being, we have designed and we have built the data centers is running from years, but somewhere these equipments which are operating for 24/7, it has to go for a maintenance as well. Who's going to do the maintenance? Am I going to take a shutdown? Am I going to take a stoppage of my production data center? No. So the operation sustainability is very important factor also. These things we have kept in mind, and creating a complete redundancy in a system at each and every equipment level. See, the clients has to ensure that my data center, my servers are operating 24/7, should not have a problem at all. So we have designed a system where created a complete redundancy. It's coming from one side and coming from other side. So what we are talking about, in case my one system got failed for any reason, though we are maintaining equipments in such a way that should not be failed at all, but in given a scenario, it's happened, my data center will not stop because of the redundancy which we have created. That's very important. And the fourth point was the energy efficiency, energy efficient data center. Today, I may have a few servers may not be with a density for which is designed, but while in production, if my load is less, it can give a optimum energy efficiency also. So these also points has been considered. I'm not going with these slides. Simply, I'm talking about the design, the way we have actually Now, finally, I'll talk about the just into this data center. What came finally. I think you are seeing this snapshot on the data center. We took a lot of efforts for making this DC and coming with the level where today we are. We started from the site selection, and we have ready ourselves with the site. Today, as we have seen, that the data center is ready, which can host more than 200 racks, more than 200 within the given space. So there was a few challenges at a site. First, it has to be a huge, huge server hall which can host multiple racks into it. Second, to create a dual path requirement. So all these we have covered in our while designing the data center. And I'm sure you can visit the site and you can take a feel of that. And your inputs will be required to see. I mean, I'm sure you will like it by seeing this with the pictures. I mean, that's it from my side.
Thank you, Mr. Kamlesh, for the detailed review on the data center. Mr. Nikhil to present a token of appreciation from our behalf.
Done a great job in building out a facility which will run 24/7. He's done a great job in designing that. IBM's experts, and they spent countless nights at our location. They spent countless cups of coffee and drinking coffee with my team. Their teams working continuously in making sure that this would come up so well. And thanks to Kamlesh for the great design that they put in. Call him.
Thank you, sir. Next then is Mr. Rakesh from Retail, who have built the customized racks for our data center.
Yeah, good evening and hello guys. I'll again thank all of you all to, you all came over here. So I'll just start off with what Rittal is globally and what we do and how we have supported IBM and Werks in building up their data center. Yeah, so Rittal basically is a German company. We've got our headquarters at a place called as Haiger in Germany. We've got more than 12 manufacturing facilities across the globe, and our expertise is in enclosures. We manufacture all types of enclosures, whether it is industrial, whether it is IT enclosures, whether it is outdoor cabinets with some IP rating, the stainless steel enclosures for the food processing industry. So our expertise lies in enclosures. In the IT industry, people generally don't consider racks to be a very active component. They feel that rack is a dead component and it is the least, the component which is given the least importance. However, when we started working with IBM and Werks for this project, we found that there were a lot of challenges with respect to the site, the load-bearing capacity of the rack, the cabling inside the rack, the power distribution unit placement. So we resolved all this. I'll just go step by step in that. Yeah, so as you see, the design started in September last year, and we took almost 4 months to finalize the rack design. In our factory at Bangalore, we've got some Germans who supervise the factory, and they are also involved in the design activity. So we got the complete team together in order to design the rack for Werks. As I said, there were challenges with respect to size of the rack. These sizes were customized as per the site requirement. The PDU placement inside the rack again had to be customized. The load-bearing capacity, which is a very unique feature of Rittal racks, is around 1.5 tons. There are some more features that can be added in the rack. These racks can be upgraded to conform to the seismic compliance. If we have any customer who wants to have access control on the rack, like if they want a biometric access control or a card-based access control or a numeric coded lock, even these features can be integrated inside the rack. Then we also have our own monitoring software which can be inserted inside the rack for having high level of monitoring of temperature, humidity, and all that stuff. The Rittal rack has got a unique feature of the 9-folded profile. So this profile again provides steadiness and the high load bearing capacity that we spoke about. We were also given the responsibility of designing and implementing the cold aisle containment inside the data center. So the cold aisle containment that we designed and implemented was based on the Rittal global platform. This is the same cold aisle that we supply and install at all our global sites. It is absolutely modular in construction. And again over here in the cold aisle also we had to do a lot of customization Then we had to again involve our team, which is in Bangalore and in Germany. The functionality of the cold aisle containment basically is to contain the cold air inside the rack. So what we achieve by containing the cold air inside the rack is we separate the hot air and the cold air, which is again avoiding the mixing of cold and hot air. This will ensure that the inlet temperature to your servers is maintained at a constant. Also, the energy efficiency can be increased once we do that. The cold aisle containment can also ensure that higher heat loads can be installed inside the rack. So thereby you can, the utilization of your rack goes up. So this is all I would say from my side. I have just added some customers whom we have catered to globally and in India. So these are some of the customers. So that's it from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, small token of appreciation from our side. Now we have Mr. Sandeep from Emerson, who will introduce to our advanced cooling system.
Yeah, hi, good evening, everybody. Yeah, we are associated with Werks for cooling solutions. I would like to invite I take care of Mumbai branch for all products, and I would like to invite my thermal director, Mr. Raghuveer Singh, on stage. So he will take it forward for the presentations.
Good evening to all of you. I know it is little late, so I will not take much of time, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. First of all, thank you very much for Werks to give us this opportunity, and it's nice to meet you all of here. Emerson is Fortune 500 company based out of US, St. Louis. We operate in around 150 countries worldwide, and we are leader in precision AC. In fact, we are the first company who developed precision AC prototype in 1965, and it was built up for IBM. So nice to have a presentation from Kamlesh here. This company is $24.5 billion US company. We have about 230 manufacturing plants worldwide. Emerson is divided into 8 major divisions and five verticals here. Emerson Network Power is the one for which we works about 6.5 to 7 billion US dollar. This is the company which is more connected to the IT networks, to the business continuity, which my friend was talking earlier. So we ensure that the network is completely live, and we ensure maximum uptime, reliability, and the best of the efficiency delivered to the customer. Emerson Climate Technology, Process Management, and the other divisions. In India, we have roughly around 45 branches across India. So that shows how we are placed and how better we can service you, how better we can provide you support. So we have 6 major zones divided into the like western, north, eastern, this way. And we have the solutions now based on the global challenges which Microsoft friend was talking earlier, that how the data is getting generated, how the cloud is getting, today everybody is talking more about the IT services, more about the cloud, and this everything is generating certain heat. So how do we really handle it, and how the servers is rising up? Now today we are talking about hosting of data center. Now let's say Werks is making this data center, but this data center, what they are making, how they know what kind of a client will come, so how they ensure that every customer which walks in their data center, how they ensure the maximum reliability uptime to the customer and with the best of the efficiency levels. So to ensure that, they must have a cooling system and the other supporting infrastructure, which will ensure that the data center is always live and the business promised which they have done, they are able to give you the best of the uptime delivered. So for that, you need to handle the heat, which is a dynamic changes happening on the server side, on the processing side. So rising ambient is a challenge on the cooling side. So these are some of the challenges which are there on the cooling side, which are somewhere the challenges which are coming to the precision AC data center cooling. So the design side, flexibility, monitoring and control. So overall, this everything results into the PUE, which we talk about the data center efficiency. So data center is not like particular like an engine efficiency or something. There are multiple services which comes together. So we talk about data center efficiency into PUE, which are power usage effectiveness. So the lower is PUE, the better is the efficiency of the data center. So this is what we did at Werks. So when we started our interaction with Mr. Rathi, with Mr.